Hi, I'm Brendan, and this is Hetty, our 60-year-old classic VW Splitscreen camper. For the past 6 months, my wife and I have been exploring sacred places with her around the UK, exploring the history that's all around us, and also sharing what it's like maintaining, driving, and just using a classic van like this. So if you follow our channel, you'll know that we've been giving Hetty a bit of a spring glow up. So now the roof rack's back on, and we've got a bit more space because my spare wheel is now up there properly mounted. We decided to take a spring trip to a beautiful 15th century church in Little Bentley to prepare for a much longer trip to Glastonbury, where we're going to stay for a few nights in one go. As always, before we go on any adventure in a 60-year-old van, there's a few things that you need to check if you don't want to end up at the side of the road with the hazards on. She needed to clean out inside, but also there was an issue that had arisen with the fan belt that I installed in a video that I posted earlier. So it needed adjusting and it needed doing before I left. Okay, where I did the fan belt before we go away, done a few miles, so it's got a bit of slack in it. See that? So I'm going to remove a shim to tighten it back up. There we go. Same procedure as before. Move it back a little bit and then lock that off. Helps if you do it the right way. So there. Like that. Take that out. Nut. Spring washer. Those washers. There's spare shims there. Look. There we go. We're going to take one out. That should be enough. Just to re-tighten that up. Spares. Big washer. Nut. Pull that up a bit. That's it, so it's like that. Tighten that, make sure it's round. We're going to tighten it up until the engine tightens. There we go. And then we're going to turn her over. You see, that's tighter already. Just one shim, because we don't want that slipping. There's plenty of deflection on there. So, just turn her back a bit. Slip the screwdriver back in, like this, and then tighten up. There you go, done. Shouldn't, so just make sure it's all lined up. There we go. Once she was cleaned inside, the water tank was filled up and the fan belt was sorted, we headed off to Little Bentley, to this lovely little park up. Oh look, there's a space just for us. Once we arrived, we had the whole area to ourselves. It was really, really peaceful, and we could have a good look around. The church was closed when we arrived because we arrived in the evening. We set about setting up and getting ready for the night. Also, one of the other things that I haven't really done in Hetty since I put the sink and the hob in, which I did before I started the channel, so I haven't got any footage of that, is cook a proper meal. I've always sort of cheated and just got it out of a tin, slopped it in a pan and just heated it up. So in preparation again for our Glastonbury trip, I thought I'm going to have a go at trying to cook a proper meal. I sort of cheated and used cooked half of it properly and used a jar, but it was a chilli and it came out quite nice and we sat and enjoyed it. So once dinner was done and we washed up, again that was a first, hadn't boiled the kettle and washed up properly before, so luckily I had washing up liquid. Settled in for a quiet night together and just to enjoy the peace that was all around us and to be in the moment, which is what this is all about. It's not just about sacred spaces and the history of the UK, which is really important to us, but it's also about healing after losing loved ones and having a tough time of it. We sat and had a nice peaceful evening, enjoyed each other's company before getting ready for bed. It rained in the night and it was a bit cloudy the next morning. I sort of laid in bed, so my other half got up and left me to sleep. She got some rather unflattering photos as well, which I'm not going to share. Oh, and what we didn't get last time, the last trip we did, when it was still sort of winter at Abberton, we actually managed to cook bacon rolls and enjoy them this time. So we actually got to have breakfast this time before having to leave, which was great. And then we went and explored the church. It's absolutely beautiful inside. We left a donation, as always. We leave a donation for whoever spend a night in a church car park. Enjoy this beautiful church, which is 15th century, and parts of it are much older. with breakfast eaten, the church explored, loads of pictures of flowers and spring coming through, which is what part of this trip was about, spring glow up. We're going to head home. It's been a successful trip, so I think we're ready. Go to Glastonbury to spend a few nights in succession out and to really start exploring now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.